Hey, this is Nathan with Jenner Ag. Today we're going to be talking about setting up Task Controller on a Pro 700. Let's take a look. So before you set up your Task Controller, you have to make sure that the node on the implement is set up itself. Once you've done that, we will go to the Wizard tab. We will hit Next. If you're using GPS for anything with mapping or auto guidance, you'll hit Yes and Continue. If you're using Section Control, you will hit Yes and Continue. If you're using prescriptions, you'll also hit Yes and Continue. You'll set up an operator and a unit of measurement, a crop type for whatever plant is coming into the field when you're done applying. The grower farm field data you'll set up if you're using a grower farm field format. You will verify that the machine in this box matches the machine that you are in, and that will pre-populate all of your GPS measurements on the next few pages. Again, your forward offset of the GPS antenna to the front center of the front axle. Your rear hitch offset number, you need to verify that that is correct. It will change your overlap control coming in and out of covered area. GPS location right offset, again, pre-populated for the machine. Height offset, you need to verify that the height is correct for this machine. Your GPS coverage should populate here. If it does not, you need to figure out why the GPS is not converging. And then your correction type, you're just verifying that it is set up for your antenna. All of the measurements on the right will pre-populate from the ISO controller. If they do not, these numbers need to match the reported width from the controller. Again, some extra settings you can change. Product delays, the forward offset number is just the number from the axles on the implement to the hitch of the implement. And then your right offset and your overall width are pre-populated from the ISO controller as well. Controller type would be for whatever you're using for either granular or ammonia. Then your product name, your granular and usage will come in from your product setup type, and you just name it whatever you want. In this particular case, we've named it NH3. Your default app rate is whatever the node will default to when you're outside of a coverage area. Your delta rate is how much when you hit the plus or minus that the rate actually moves. And then your minimum and maximum application rates are the window at which you can apply. So in this case, nothing below 100 pounds, nothing above 250 pounds. If you need to apply more or less than that, then you have to come in here and change these minimums and maximums. At this point, if you have any additional products like InServe, you would change this to yes and set that product like we have in the previous steps. In this particular case, we do not, so we will hit next. Our work condition, you'll label that as NH3 fall. Your product layer is the product 1. If it is for the InServe, it will be product 2. And then you select a product. In this case, you'll select NH3 or InServe for whatever product you're using. The overlap percentage is how much you have to get into coverage before the bar will shut off. The out of bounds percentage is how far you have to get outside of a boundary before the bar will shut off. Your stop early distance and start early distances, the longer those numbers are, is the further or earlier it will turn on or off, entering and exiting coverage. Once you're done here, you'll hit run. If this light is blinking, we still have one step. You'll go back, toolbox, and arrow over to TC, and then you will hit start for the task controller. And now the task controller is set up and the bar is ready to use. Thanks for watching. If you followed the steps in this video, you'll be ready for fall ammonia.